Here are the ingredients needed to make 8 shortbread biscuits. We need 120 grams of butter, 60 grams of sugar, 180 grams of flour. Tarek has the following ingredients. What's the greatest number of shortbread biscuits that he can make? So let's start off. Let's just see if we double the recipe. Does he have enough to double the recipe and make 16 biscuits? So he would need 240 grams of butter. He would need 120 grams of sugar, just doubling each of these, and he would need 360 grams of flour. Checking what he's got enough butter, he's got enough sugar, and he's got enough flour. So he can certainly make 16 biscuits. Can he make any more? Could he make 24 biscuits? So tripling the recipe. If I triple 120, I get 360. If I triple 60, I get 180. If I triple 180, I get 540. Now comparing to see if he's got enough to make 24 biscuits, I can see that no, he does not have 360 grams of butter, so that's no good. He does have plenty of sugar. He's got plenty of sugar, so that's fine. He doesn't have enough flour though. Okay, so we know he can make 16 biscuits. So can make 16 biscuits, and he'll have a little bit of butter left over and a little bit of flour left over and plenty of sugar left over. So let's see how many more than 16 he can make. We know it's not going to be 24. Let's see how many more he can make. So what would he have left over? So he's used 240 grams of butter already to make the 16. So he would have 90 grams of butter left, because he had 330 grams to begin with, but he's used 240. He's got plenty of caster sugar left. He's got 80 grams of caster sugar left, so that's not an issue. And he has 450 grams of flour. He's used 360, so he's got 90 grams of flour left. So how many more biscuits could he make for each of these ingredients? Let's compare these to the original recipe. 90 grams compared to 120. Well, 90 is 3/4 of 120. 90 out of 120 is 3/4. So according to the butter, he could make 3/4 of the recipe. The sugar, yeah, we know he's got loads of sugar, that's fine. He could certainly make all of that. So he can definitely make 3/4 of the recipe with the sugar and the butter. Can he make 3/4 of the recipe with 90 grams of flour? So let's have a look. Well, he needed 180 grams of flour. So 90 out of 180, well, that's only half. So based on the flour, he could only make half of the recipe. So although he's got enough to make plenty with the sugar, and he's got enough butter to make 3/4 of the recipe, he's only got enough flour to make half of the recipe. Therefore, half of the recipe would be another 4 biscuits, because the whole recipe is 8 biscuits, so half the recipe equals 4 biscuits. So in total, he's made the 16 before. He's now used the leftovers to make another 4, so he'll have 20 biscuits, and he would obviously have a little bit of butter left, a tiny bit of butter left. He would have a bit of sugar left, but he would have no flour left at all. So that's your answer. 20 is the greatest number of biscuits that he could make.